you guys, what's up? You guys have no idea how proud I am of myself. I filmed 2 videos like back to back. Like I filmed one yesterday, it's already up on my channel. If you guys want to know how I do my hair as a visually impaired person, my dog's whining. What? Anyways, that video went up earlier. You guys can go ahead and check that video out. It'll be linked in the cards here somewhere for you guys. But hey, what's up? If you guys are new to my channel, hi, welcome, how's it going? Let's just like take a little drink together. You guys might be like, hey Alyssa, you must be drinking like some coffee or some tea. No, joke's on you. It's just chocolate almond milk. So if you guys are new to my channel and you're just tuning in for the first time, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm Alyssa Irene. I suffer with Stargardt's disease. It's causing me to go, you know, progressively blind. I am making the most of it though. As you guys can see in my videos here on my channel, I am owning it like a boss. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I do. These are like habits or just things that I don't notice, because as a visually impaired woman, I do this stuff, you know, on the daily, and people just tell me that I do these things, or I catch myself in the act. So let's shed some light on maybe some embarrassing, like weird things that I do that you guys probably and otherwise wouldn't notice. If I see you in everyday life and you guys bring one of these up and I get it, you know, brought to your attention, don't point it out, because I know that I do it because it's been brought to my attention. Let's go ahead and get into this video. All right, you guys, I'm feeling snug like a pug in an Ugg. You guys know that picture? That's what I feel like. All right, so starting with number 1, I have a tendency to, okay, hold on. Let's back up here. If you guys don't know what Stargardt's disease is and you're tuning in, you guys just, you know, what you want to know. I have central vision loss and my visual acuity at the moment is 20/400. It's past the point of legal blindness. My eyesight's terrible, okay? So with that being said, attention to detail is not something that I'm like good with. How do I rephrase that? It sounds terrible. Like if I'm applying for a job, I can't say like, I have terrible attention to detail. I lack fine detail in my eyes. I may think that I'm seeing something and it may just be a little distorted to me. I read things wrong all the time. It's kind of like that. I don't see detail. So I have a tendency of grabbing, taking, mixing up my items with other people's items. Basically, I just call them lookalikes. I might snag someone's hat or snag a shirt that I think is mine. At work, I've taken people's keys and then I look at the ID and I'm like, oh wait, that's not me. I'm not a guy. You know, I mix up a bunch of different things. So I call it stealing people's lookalikes. Happens all the time. I have never like actually taken someone's belongings like home with me, but I've left plenty of my belongings places. Anyways, so that's one of the things that I do a lot. Come on, also like get it together. I don't really know an easy way to like say this. My eyes get lazy, and I'm not talking about like a lazy eye or like anything like that. I'm talking like, you know how you just want to come home from work and just sit on the couch and do nothing? I feel like my eyes take a snoozer sometimes during the day, if that makes sense. I find that this happens a lot when I'm walking, especially if I'm with someone at the time. If I'm by myself and I am walking in a store, I am paying attention to all my surroundings. I'm, you know, acting like I can actually see what I'm doing. But when I'm with someone like Joel and say we're going to the grocery store, I'm grabbing on his arm. Half the time I'm looking down at my feet. I'm not paying attention to anything around me. And so I notice my eyes just kind of like shut off for a little bit. So that happens a lot. That's how I explain it. My eyes get lazy, they get tired all the time. So when I was first diagnosed, started losing my vision, wasn't really aware of this whole situation, but I hold stuff close to my face. I basically sniff everything that I come into contact with. People all the time, before I tell them that I'm visually impaired, they're like, oh my gosh, that's why your nose was touching your phone. That's exactly why my nose was touching my phone. If you ever see me holding something this close to my face, I'm attempting to see it, I'm attempting to read something. That's like the best I can do. So for me, I'm so not aware that I'm basically sniffing the paper. Oh my gosh, is she just like hitting herself in the head with the paper? Yeah. Okay, so number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like everybody else, I feel like in the world, I have a tendency to associate colors with flavors. I've explained this in like a previous videos. I think it was like one of my first videos that I ever made on YouTube. So I've gotten like soft drinks mixed up places, you know, like colas, and there's like Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. I've gone grocery shopping and I've gotten something that, you know, has a yellow label and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like banana flavored, but it's lemon flavored. Gotten things that are the color green, thinking it's green apple and it's actually lime. Like the whole color distortion with flavors, I mess up a lot. So then when I put it in my mouth or I taste something, I'm like, no, like this isn't what you were supposed to be. I'm basically a blind taste tester. So I noticed that I do this next thing when I'm talking to people. You guys may not notice it. People in my everyday life, maybe they get the clue, maybe they know, but I have a blind spot in the center of my eye. I would say it takes up about 1/3 of my vision, which is like a lot if you guys have 20/20 vision. So when I'm talking to people, I notice that I kind of like look up above their face a little bit, so it might look like I'm staring off into space. And I know that I do this because I want to see people's facial expressions when they're talking to me, because that's something that I lack, is seeing facial expressions, especially if you're a little bit far away from me. So I want to see you, but I can't look straight at you. And then when I do look straight at people, it's just like hearing a voice, but like not seeing a face. I feel like it's just kind of pointless. As you guys know, in this household, I somehow got stuck with frickin' dishes duty. I wash the dishes in this house. It's the saddest story ever. So Joel, my boyfriend, he is in charge of laundry, which gets done maybe half the time, but this is not a roasting session.
Boom, roasted.
So when the clothes are done in the dryer, he has a tendency when he folds them to fold them inside out. What does little Miss Blind here do? I put the clothes on inside out, backwards, any which way of clothing that I've put on, I've done it. And then I catch myself 3/4 of the way, you know, throughout my day. I'm like, oh, I knew that this shirt felt weird. It's on backwards. Number 7 here, it's not bad, but to me, I feel like I lack a little bit of privacy, especially when it comes to my text messages. Now guys, I'm not saying that I say anything raunchy or terrible in my text messages. To have someone who is near your general vicinity and they're able to read your text, it's like a little weird, you know, because I can't do that. I can't sit and just like stare at someone's phone and be like, huh, you're yelling at Jim because he didn't do the dishes tonight. I wish I could do that, but I can't. So whenever I'm reading a text message, I feel like I have to just like get really close to my phone because people can read my text messages. Stop staring at my phone. Like, I know I can only see one letter at a time. For being visually impaired and not seeing a lot of detail, I gotta admit, you guys, I have amazing handwriting. The most legible, amazing, just, I love my handwriting. I really do. I hate freaking writing on lined paper. My journals have lined paper, and so does like my planner and stuff. And when I start writing on memo lines, I just kind of, I start writing off of the line, and it's so annoying because then I pull the book away from my face. And overall, my writing just looks really sad. So number 9 is one that I'm proud of. I know I do it a lot. If you get annoyed with this next one and you know me in like our daily life, you can just poof, disappear. I make a lot of blind jokes, a lot. Every single day, there is a blind joke flying out of my mouth. Probably, I would say like once every couple hours. About anything I do. I could like trip into something, walk in a room, stare at something. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. I will apply a blind joke to everything in my life. And to some people, you know, they could get mad or offended, or gosh, I don't really know. You can just think of it in a positive way. This is just how I like fuel my blind power. For me, it's just a way, I think, to cope, and I think that it's funny. This is something I have to live with for the rest of my life. There's no cure, so come on. I'm gonna laugh about it, and I'm gonna laugh about it all the time, okay? So it's basically a second language to me, speaking in blind jokes for life. And number 10, the last one. I like memes. People like to show me pictures on their phones. People like to blow things up for me because they know I can't see. So when someone's showing me like a picture, a video, or like a meme, when someone hands me their phone and they want to show me something, first of all, I'm kind of like this, and I'm like grabbing their phone. I'll grab their phone, I will hold their phone, and then I will proceed to blow it up. So I blow up the picture, I have a laugh, I say, oh, that's so cute, or that's a really good picture. I then proceed to give the phone back, and then someone looks at their phone like, oh my god, it's so zoomed in. I always forget to like zoom out of stuff. My bad, I'm sorry. Forgetting, like, I can't see, so I know I should probably be good and like put it back in its natural state, but you wanted me to look at it. So there you guys go. Those are 10 things that I used to not know that I did all the time, but now I know that I do them. And now people in my life are gonna make me more aware of those things. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I had a lot of fun filming this video. To me, it's so fun to just make fun of myself and make light of all the weird, unique things that I do as a visually impaired person, especially with all like my sighted people. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And if you like videos like these, please go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Go ahead and follow me on my social media. Be sure to subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. And I think that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.